It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the midday broadcast of your feel-good show, Expresso. Now, we've been encouraged to resume economic activity as much as possible in South Africa. And for people who may have lost their jobs because of the national lockdown, it may be difficult to find that motivation to really get back on the horse. And so we're back at it again with keynote speaker, neuroscience coach and CEO of Swift Coaching, Tanya Kunze, as she shares some vital tidbits from her latest book, The Power of Positivity, that'll help us all regain the sense of purpose to re-enter the workforce. And it's so important that we do recalibrate our minds at this point in time in order to not just advance the economy, but ourselves as well, isn't it?
Absolutely. You know, the thing is that if you haven't got an awareness of what is going on in your thoughts and the physiological impact on your body, because the body never lies, if you're not feeling okay, if life isn't working out for you, you've got to change your mind, but you've got to change your energy in association with those thoughts.
Absolutely. So in your personal interactions with people, what have you felt and what have you kind of seen in terms of their thoughts on business challenges, work opportunity challenges in this current state?
It's been interesting. There's been quite a dynamic shift. So I've coached over 15,000 people, and I've been predominantly in the corporate environment, so I don't work that much with entrepreneurs yet. And what I found was there was quite a mix. So the people that I've been working with for an extended amount of time, I made sure I touched base with them and kept them propped up and kept them focused on the goal. We really need to look at focus. There's been a mixed bag of some people really having an all fall down, and some people really owning their space and going, you know what, in chaos, there's opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely, there is.
And they found the opportunity. So some companies are doing exceptionally well because money doesn't go away, it just goes into hiding sometimes.
And you need to find it.
Exactly.
You need to find
and
where
it's there, you've got to
yeah.
go hunting.
And so to that point then, how important is a positive mindset when you are looking at taking on those opportunities or setting up those new goals?
It's critical because we get something called inattentional blindness. And what happens is when you are afraid of something, you send out hormones, namely cortisol. And it's almost like putting blinkers on. And you won't see the opportunities. They're not going to, they'll be there. You just won't be able to see them. So when you are in a state of calm, you get something called attentional awareness because you're producing different hormones in your body and you can then see where to navigate.
Yeah. And there's been a number of setbacks, of course, that have challenged all of us, you know, whether it be from a work point of view, family point of view, throughout this year. So how then do we regain that sense of purpose in business and in the workplace?
It's about introspecting. It's about sitting and going, right, I've got this. I'm going to take this feeling of fear that I'm having right now and I'm going to transmute it. I'm going to actually just get rid of it because it's not helping me. So I'm going to stop that. I'm going to get over myself. I'm going to stop the blame game. I'm going to uninstall the Moaning Masses episode 2020. And I'm going to go out there and I'm going to own my space. I'm going to be that shining star. And it's an attitude. And that attitude sends a hormone out into your body. The hormone in your body enables you. And it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The 8 steps are in my book.
Yeah. Well, talk to me. Maybe one of the 8 steps is encompassed in this, to the answer to the question. But how do you start it off? You wake up in the morning and there is this just general anxiety all around you where you look. Is it a matter of how you speak to yourself, what you say to yourself in the mirror first thing? How do you begin that process?
Well, what's actually really fascinating, one of the things I built in lockdown was an app called Rise. And what I realized is when you wake yourself up with an alarm, you go straight into your fight, flight, or freeze center of the brain, which is you're starting your day on a back foot.
I do get a little bit of a heart palpitation when my alarm goes off in the it's just...
So exactly. So what Rise does is it goes straight into a meditation and you wake up calm. So meditating is very powerful. There are medical studies done and there's proof that you go into the conscious part of your brain, an enabling part of your brain, sending out enabling hormones when you meditate. So that's the one thing. And the other thing which is really easy is just be grateful for what you do have. Because the minute you're thankful for what you have, you start sending enabling hormones. The neurons go to the right part of your brain. I can, I can't. Positive part of the brain, fight, flight, or freeze. You have a choice where that neuron goes.
Yeah. Tell me a bit about where you've seen the power of positivity active in your own personal life.
In my personal life, well, I sat down and I wrote this book in lockdown. I turned my entire business around in lockdown. So when lockdown started, I think it was actually the 16th of March, just before, all my clients said to me, Tan, we can't bring you on. We have to close the door here. And they're literally like dominoes. So I sat down, I got that sinking feeling. I went, nope. Went positive. I created a course, I created this book, I created an app with my son, I created a whole bunch of stuff during lockdown. I've never worked harder in my entire life. And because I was so positive, I got the energy to do it. Because when you're negative, it's debilitating. You get apathy.
You don't feel like getting up because what's the reason? What's the use? Why would you want to get up?
So mine was to turn business around, and I realized my skill set can help all those people out there that are stuck in the mud. Got to get them out.
And as you were saying earlier on, you've been working in the corporate market quite a lot. Now you're taking all of your learnings and your research to the people.
Absolutely.
Tell me a bit more about the event that you're planning to host to bring in, well, legally right now, 500 people.
Absolutely.
Well, it's actually 250 into an indoor venue. Unless if you were looking to host it outside, then 500.
Maybe you have to go outside.
Yeah, what are you going to be doing?
Well, what I want to do is, because I've worked in corporate, I've realized this absolute need to take it to the public. So for me, my motto is I'm above and beneath no one, but we all have a unique. And I want to help people find that unique. And so I want to really take it out and grow and develop and help South Africa. In Cape Town and Johannesburg, we're going to start, and that's going to be in November.
Well, hopefully the start of something truly great for the country. And thank you very much for joining us, Tanya. Much appreciated. And of course, so look out on social media for those details about when exactly it'll be happening and where it will be happening. But in the meantime, we are giving you the chance to win one of 5 copies of Tanya Kunze's book, The Power of Positivity. And what you need to do is head on over to our Facebook page or our Twitter page. And of course, using hashtag Expresso Show, do tell us how you keep yourself positive in these uncertain times. We can't wait to hear from you. Do enter the competition. Good luck.